From Hargeisa, Somaliland, this is CBA. Welcome to News in Brief with me, Abdillahi Hassan. Opposition party Ciidanka has condemned cuts to the political parties' annual national budget government allocation, which has been reduced in the 2020 financial year. The Social and Welfare Party says, though the deduction will not affect their operations, the decision was unwarranted. Through Ciidanka Party Secretary for Internal Affairs Mahmoud Ali Saleban Ramah, the party has condemned the House of Representatives' decision to reduce the allocation for the political parties in the annual budget. Political parties' allocation has been reduced in the government's annual budget passed by the House of Representatives this week. The Social and Welfare Party, which is among the three political parties in the country, sees foul play in the decision made the House of Representatives Finance Committee. Ciidanka Party Secretary for Internal Affairs Mahmoud Ali Saleban Ramah says the decision is politically motivated and that the government intends to disrupt the opposition party's operations. The revised budget allocation affects all political parties in the country. That's the ruling party Kulmiya and opposition parties U'id and Wadani. The opposition and the government has been at loggerheads recently. The two sides have disagreed on the members of the new electoral commission and the House of Representatives, as well as the House of Elders, whose time has been extended. The 2020 financial year budget passed by the House of Representatives now awaits the President's signature for it to take effect. The Central Police Station of Gaalkacayo, the administrative capital of Somaliland's Sonag region, came under attack last night. A group of unknown men opened fire at the police station after 1 a.m. last night. No losses have resulted from the nightly raid at the police station in Somaliland's most northern town. So far, no group has claimed responsibility for the attack. All attackers left the scene without any losses. Abdillahi Mohammed Farah, the police chief of Gaalkacayo town, said the police have repelled the attackers. In a press conference at his office on Monday, the police chief said the police did not capture any of the assailants and that an investigation was going on. He urged the public to cooperate with the police to apprehend the assailants. Abdillahi Mohammed Farah, the Gaalkacayo police chief, said small arms were used in the fight, with the exception of one round of anti-tank rocket-propelled grenade launcher RPG-7. This is the first time a daring act of violence reported in Gaalkacayo, the capital of Sonag region, which is relatively less stable than the rest of the country. Security forces have confiscated 451 bottles of illicit alcohol suspected to have been imported in south of Togdheer region, its administrative capital of Burco. Customs and police authorities in Somaliland seized the 51-liter container full of contraband alcohol. The officers said the alcohol may have contained lethal substances. Police in Burco arrested 3 suspects who are accused of being part of the team who imported the substance to the town. The police have not disclosed whether those arrested were locals or foreigners. Often the people of the town accuse non-Somalilanders of importing the illegal substance. Security officers in the region have asked residents in Togdheer to shun the illicit business and urged them to report cases of individuals trading on other drugs such as marijuana. Somaliland is predominantly Muslim country with strict regulations on alcohol use. The United States government has called upon the Somalia government and the leaders of the opposition parties to strengthen ties. U.S. Ambassador to Somalia Donald Yamamoto has called for a dialogue to help address challenges facing Somalia ahead of the upcoming elections. Ambassador Yamamoto held talks with the leader of Forum for National Parties, who is also a former head of state, Sheikh Sharif Sheikh Ahmed, on Sunday. The talk is focused on the close cooperation between the federal government and opposition parties, and also the timely and free and fair elections in the country. In a tweet, the U.S. Embassy in Mogadishu said that the ambassador and former president have agreed on that the opposition, the government and federal member states to work together for the good of Somalia. Washington said it supports continued close cooperation between Somali stakeholders ahead of the upcoming presidential polls in 2021 to create a conducive environment. This comes after a meeting between Somalia Federal President Mohamed Abdillahi Farmajo and two of his predecessors held in the capital Mogadishu last month, in which both sides discussed ways to defuse the political standoff. The coalition of the opposition political parties recently raised concerns about the government's intention to delay the exercise under the tag term of extension. The members of the Council of the International Maritime Organization have supported Kenya to retain its seat in the Council following the 31st regular session of the International Maritime Organization's General Assembly on Friday at its headquarters in London. The voting in London saw 174 member states to take part and Kenya to retain its seat under Category C of 20 countries usually reserved for those with a special interest in maritime transport or navigation. This will see the East African nation continue to be part of the executive organ of the IMO for the next 2 years. Kenya's Principal Secretary for Shipping and Maritime, Nancy Karigitu, said Kenya has special interests in maritime transport and safe navigation as a coastal port and flag state. She said the country has had a long sea trading tradition spanning hundreds of years, linking Asia, the Middle East, and the rest of the world. Kenya has been a member of this organization for over 42 years and has served on the council from 2001 and has previously served as chairman of the Technical Cooperation Committee as well as serving on the boards of the World Maritime University. The federal government of Somalia and the Republic of Sweden signed a memorandum of understanding to strengthen ties. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Ahmed Isa Awad, signed the agreement of understanding with the Folkbildningsrådet Academy in the presence of the Swedish ambassador to the Federal Republic of Somalia, Mr. Stefan Tillander, and Somali and Swedish diplomats. The Director General of FBM, Mr. Sifin Erik Soda, signed the memorandum to promote a multi-dimensional strategic partnership between the two friendly countries. The partnership will contribute to enhancing the cooperation in several areas of common interest, which reflects the common will to strengthen and upgrade bilateral relations to the highest level. The agreement stipulates that Folkbildningsrådet Academy conducts training and research programs in Somalia, represented by the Swedish Ministry of Foreign Affairs, where political, diplomatic, peace building and conflict resolution training are devoted to cadres from the Somali Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, as well as some other governmental institutions. Development in Somalia is moving forward but remains in a crucial phase. Sweden's new strategy for development cooperation with Somalia doubles the volume of Swedish support. Somaliland's government has paraded tens of soldiers it claimed had defected from Puntland state of Somalia. On Sunday, December 1st, tens of men in military fatigues were presented at Taleh City in Sol region to pledge allegiance to Somaliland. They were led by Colonel Ali Yabaal, who said his men were part of Puntland forces for the past 21 years. The former Minister of Water, now appointed Minister of Information Saleban Ali Korhe, reviewed the contingent of soldiers said to be defectors from Puntland. Minister Saleban is undertaking an extensive tour of Sol region. The minister remarked that the soldiers' defection to Somaliland's side underscores Somaliland's upper hand in the context of a Sol region. He rather wishfully said this will end Puntland's claims of Sol region. Saleban Ali Korhe finally declared that all soldiers will be integrated to Somaliland's national army. That's our brief news. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for our full news coverage later tonight with you on Heesta.